2. All right, we on here. Anything you got to adjust, sir? All right. Well, hello, everybody,
Hey
and
guys.
welcome to. Wait, I'm trying to figure out which camera are we on. Is that my camera? Yeah. That's my camera. Okay. So, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Owl Show right here on BKSOR Radio. It's your girl Chanel, and of course with Miss Queen B right here in the building. We're going to talk about that whole in the building thing in a minute.
Yes.
Because for safety measures, but we're going to come back to that. In the meantime, we are blessed to be here today. We are blessed to be in the studio today to see another week on the Owl Show. We are in here. So first and foremost, I'm going to go to you, Miss Queen B. How are you? What is going on with you? How are you doing? How you been? How's your week been since we have seen you last on air?
I'm good actually.
Okay.
You know what? I know Jeff said earlier that you look like the girl from Boondocks, but you know what I think you look like?
Why is it what I look like?
I think today you look like in Dead Presidents. Noni. What's her name? Noni Rose. Is that her name?
No, not Anika Noni Rose.
Yes, it is.
I thought it was Michelle and Cello. That was in that movie.
No.
That was Anika Noni Rose?
Yeah.
In Dead Presidents?
With Lorenz Tate?
That's Anika Noni Rose?
Oh, God. You really thought it was Michelle in the...
No. The sister, the Black Power sister, this one. The Black Power does say, welcome to the revolution. Isn't that Michelle and Cello?
Isn't Michelle the one who sing?
What?
I don't know. Anyway, you look like her. That's all I'm going to say.
And that's... No. Okay, now we're going to be Googling this. somebody tell us what's going on here.
Anyway, I'm going to look it up.
Okay.
Anika Noni. Yeah, Anika.
That was not Anika Noni Rose.
Oh, okay. She wasn't in there?
No. That was not that actress. That was another actress.
Yes, it was.
With Anthony.
Yes, it was. And she slept with the guy.
And she slept with Cuddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, she slept with Cuddy. So what the scarf and the
yes, because that's what she looked. She didn't look like that.
She did when she was pregnant when he came.
Okay, then. Yeah. That's who you look
but
like.
But that's not Anika Noni Rose.
Who is it then?
I don't know. Somebody tell us who the actress is from Dead Presidents that was Lorenz Tate's girlfriend / baby mother, please. Because it's not Anika Noni Rose.
Okay, I'm going to say.
It's somebody else. But I thought you were talking about the Welcome to the Revolution sister. The one that got killed.
I'm about to tell you.
Oh, here we go, y'all. We looking this up on air, everybody. So
Dead Presidents.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Actors, actresses.
In the meantime, can you tell us how you're doing?
Anyway, I am good.
Okay.
We got a president.
Norm commented. Can you check his comment? What'd he say?
Oh.
He gonna tell us who it is.
Oh, Norm is gonna tell us who it is?
Norm is gonna tell us who
All right, Norm, whose is it?
Yeah, tell us who it is in the comments.
Whose is it? He ain't tell me yet.
Check mine.
What page is he on?
Probably mine.
Oh, okay. Hey, Katara. On yours, Latoya.
Yeah,
anyway, you still look like her today. Katara, tell us, since you into movies. Oh, he said we look good. Thank you, Norm.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you,
so
Norm.
Much. Lord, now we getting pictures.
Yes, Jeff. She do look like that.
With any of the people.
Jeff, that is so funny because you really do look like her. That's hilarious.
Y'all hating on my afro.
But she wasn't black. I thought she was black, Jeff. Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Enough. Can we get on with how
you
doing?
I'm sorry. My bad. Somebody tell us. Anyway, my week is actually great. I had a week off from school. Back to the lab again tomorrow. It was short-lived. Had a great weekend. I actually took my bonus kids and my nephew to Kalahari this weekend.
Okay. And what's Kalahari?
Kalahari is a indoor water park. But it's huge. And let's just know, it's not just for little kids. Like, we can go there and enjoy ourselves with just our good girlfriends and have a ball.
Okay.
Like, you really can go in there and have, like, a great time. But we had a great time. The kids, it's indoor water park, so it was great. You had to wear a mask and everything. And then when you got there, then Okay. And then you got there and you kind of, did the six feet distancing and everything like that. Yeah. I think everything is going to be shut down. I thought, let me tell you why I was there. While I was there, I thought to myself, I said, this was somebody's idea. This was someone's brainstorm. This was someone.
Indoor water park?
Indoor water park. This was somebody's, So what I did while I was there is I looked up who were the owners to the Kalahari. And they started off just with a pizza parlor. And then with the help of family and friends, which we need to talk about investing, family and friends, they were able to open up their first Kalahari, which is somewhere like in Ohio or something. And then they opened up several. Nice. So, yeah. Anyway, that's just a fun fact. But everything else is good. Like, no complaints, no real issues. We have a president, or do we?
We do.
Or do we?
I am going to say I am blessed to be here this week. I feel like saying being in the house of the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. One more time.
One more time, okay?
You didn't have to let me
listen, don't get me started today. But yeah, just actually, being in studio, still being here, on a week-to-week basis, just to be able to maintain and do the things that you've normally been doing is truly and completely a blessing. So just, happy to be here, happy to be in studio. I mentioned the whole in studio thing because, we were just talking before the show and with the numbers going up and everything spiking, we may be back to doing a stint from home again.
Okay.
Which, there's no problem with that.
No.
You know what I mean? Because we broadcasted throughout the entire pandemic from home, from our home offices. We did that, so that wasn't a problem. But we may honestly go back to doing that again for a while, only because numbers are spiking and things are shutting back down and people are going back indoors. But I wanted to ask you, so our first hot topic, which has been the hot topic of the year, obviously, coronavirus.
Yes.
You being a nurse, and we actually just brushing over this last week during the election. Why do you believe the numbers are spiking again and higher than they were before right now?
I think it's a bunch of things. I think we got comfortable. I think the first thing I will say is that, not that I think, but I know that we did not do the shutdown like we should have.
Okay.
Like a complete, absolute shutdown with nothing. Like, we did it in spurts. Like we did, you can't be off the road till 8:00. People bypassed that. They started going to Walmart. Like, it was like Walmart was the new club. Like, I got to get out the house. They just couldn't stay home. So they go to shopping, shop right in Walmart and all that. That's why there's no more leggings. But
wait,
I think there's no more leggings at Walmart because everybody went there to buy them up to sit in the house.
Are you serious?
And pajamas.
I didn't know
Yes.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all are silly.
Sidebar, but no. What I want to say is that we didn't do a complete shutdown. I think that with people being able to go on vacation still, and then lying about quarantining or lying about going on vacation and not quarantining and all that good stuff, that's another thing. The young people, they take everything for granted. They keep gathering, having house parties and things like that. That's another thing. What else? The fact that our immune systems are down now because it is flu season. It is when everybody starts getting colds and pneumonia and everything. And you're susceptible to a lot of things when your immune is compromised.
Okay.
So it's a bunch of reasons. Jeff was just saying himself, like, people are not coming in the house, taking showers, taking your clothes off at the door. Actually, as nurses, that's what we did when we worked in the hospital.
So we've gotten to lax in
definitely
our
lax.
practices.
Definitely. I mean, do you see everybody? You barely wear masks. If they are talking to you, the mask is up here. I mean,
it's like a chin guard.
It's like let me put it up. What you say, and you can't even hear nobody what you say.
Right.
I done got so close to the wall the glass at one point. Like I feel like I just can't hear with the mask on. I don't know why, but it's just everything about our habits.
Yeah,
I think that we are not, and we thought we were in the clear. And honestly, let's be real. These kids going back to school because they just went back to school this week or whatever. It's a bunch of reasons.
Yeah.
You know, campus on campus, not for nothing, but they actually leave it up to the students to take their temperature. Not even, you know, people. Oh, do you have a temperature? Do you have? No. Guess what? My friend's daughter, I just talked to her. They were doing outdoor soccer. One of the little girls on the soccer team got it, and now she had to go get her girls COVID tested. Now they shut down the whole soccer team, but here we are. We're back to square one again.
Yeah, we are.
So now did they shut down sports and stuff?
Where sports?
Here. In New Jersey.
In schools or
in schools? Well, just recreational.
Oh, I don't know.
Our kids like kids.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Look,
I just thought,
we don't have young.
No, I know. I just thought they did because I know there was a thing today. I didn't get a chance to look at it, but there was a thing today where the governor was actually meeting and saying he was going to establish some things. I know that indoor eating was not
indoor eating is down again. You can't go to the bar anymore. People had been going back to bars in New Jersey. That is shut down. Restaurants, indoors shut down. But this is my thing. We don't live in Florida, right? So what are restaurants going to do besides offering takeout again like we did?
Katara said sports are shut down now.
Okay. So what exactly are we going to do besides going back to the way we were in the beginning of the pandemic? Because you can't eat inside a restaurant. And again, we live in New Jersey. We don't live in Florida where we have the opportunity to sit outside.
Oh, absolutely. So that's it's going to be
it's back to takeout.
Unless you're having like a heater and stuff, and even that in the cold or snow, that wouldn't work.
No, it wouldn't.
So
and you know, have you seen the memes on Instagram where it was like, so it's okay to sit inside as long as the inside is outside?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, if the inside is outside, then it's okay, but you're still enclosed with people. And
I think all of it, though.
You know,
look what they did. All of it was too soon. Everybody was just eager. And you know what? Honestly,
it was the summertime, I feel like.
But I read this remember, they thought, the heat is going to kill it. That's what a lot of people thought.
Who thought that?
Oh, the heat's going to kill it.
Was that us that thought that, or was that others? I'll leave it at.
It was somebody else.
I'll leave it at others.
Michelle, yes, we are going to talk about Trump not leaving the White House.
Oh, we're getting to politics.
Don't worry. We're going to discuss
all
that.
Hot topics tonight. So we starting off with
I'm
Corona.
crying. This one is funny. We're going to talk about that. So what are you guys thinking?
Wait a minute. Because like I said, right now we are talking about coronavirus. We are definitely going to get to politics, and we're going to talk about Trump. But I also want to talk to Eva Longoria's statement. Did you see that?
I did.
It's not black women that are the black backbone, but Spanish women, that comment.
I didn't understand it.
We are going to talk about that as well. But in the meantime,
they're the backbone.
No.
You know what? I'm not.
No. So, coronavirus. That's what we talking about right now.
I think I will just make a blanket. Like, I think we need to still take the same precautions and safety measures and things like that with sanitizing and, Cloroxing and doing everything and being cautious with the children. A lot of people, I've heard a lot of people say, children are not getting it. That is not true. I watched Black Love, the show, and a little girl, actually, she was 6 years old, only child, passed away from COVID, right? So they were talking about things that were hard in the marriage, and that was one of the things, I guess, that they had to get over in their marriage. But I just want to tell everybody, it's not just our age, it's not just the 30-year-olds or 40-year-olds or 50-year-olds. It literally is every, there's no respect to age. It is everyone. So you got to be careful,
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, again,
I said all of what I think.
No, I feel like I think we knew everything was going to shut back down.
Mm-hmm.
I think over the summertime because you had a lot of our leaders, not the faux leaders, but but the real leaders were saying, if you were outside and it was a gathering and it wasn't over a certain amount of people, that you would be okay, this, that, or the other. I think within doing that, we had gotten lax. I know even me on my deck and swimming and everything, it was like, oh, well, we're outside, we're in chlorine, we're good, we're you know what I mean, like everything is fine.
It's what you said in the beginning though. Remember when you was like in the beginning when he was like, you gotta stay distance from everybody, not just the people you know, because everybody was doing the, oh, you family, you could come on. It's like, no, it's everybody.
It is everybody. Like, and again, like I said, up here, maybe still in warmer climates, where you can still be outside if you're being smart about it and it's not a large gathering of people, then I feel like they may be okay. But up here now, yeah, we may have gotten lax over the summer because we were able to be outside and have some semblance of normalcy. But all of that has ended. Yeah. Like, it's like, you got to come back inside now. The street lights are on. Take your tail back inside.
I mean, I was driving here at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, and
it's like,
it's dark.
Take your tail back inside the house now. And make sure
it's cuffing season anyway. Everybody should be in the house.
We're about to talk about cuffing season too, but make sure
it's cuffing season.
You are in safe, and again, it's
get that cocoa.
The joke was, black people think that quarantining means only being around people and it's like that is not the case. It's like even family members are.
Carriers
can go anywhere, touch anything, and be a carrier of the virus. So it's still
be the ones
safe,
looking in the camera. Those be the ones.
Yeah, it's still not safe. So it's like we really have to be
Michelle
careful.
said Americans are too entitled. They keep talking about how we live in a free country and their rights are being violated. Idiots. The rules are to keep us safe. And so, Michelle, that's another thing.
I agree with Michelle.
Right. That's another thing that I was like, I'm kind of like, I can't believe, like, every day when I listen to the governor, it literally is 30,000 people like, open up, shut up. Like, you don't know what you're doing. And it's just like, we want the world to open back up. And it's like, people are dying. If you didn't think, because I'll go back to my thoughts. In the beginning, not that I didn't think anything was real.
Are those comments coming on your page too?
No, that is
on mine.
I'm on the Only Women Wear High Heels page.
Okay, so
yeah. So what I was saying was, I in the beginning was hopeful. I thought it wouldn't last long. I thought, okay. My thing was, if we just do what we're supposed to do, it'll end. Well, guess what? Everybody does not do what they're supposed to do. So this is why this is prolonging. And then people took long to shut down certain parts of cities and states and things like that too. Like Florida. You let all them kids go on spring break. And they came back.
Remember that?
Yeah. They came back with all that. So you didn't shut it down. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what you let all them 20-year-olds. Florida was like, nah, we not, and I get it. You make money off of that time, but it cost a lot of people their lives.
Yeah.
Nursing homes and things like that, definitely. Where, it just.
But to Michelle's point, because we talked about that,
the protesters.
Well, listen, we talked about that when coronavirus first started. The reason why other countries, and yes, their numbers are going back up too now, but they never got to be as bad as we did. But the reason why is because of those freedoms that we have here in the United States, and people protesting against wearing a mask, and people protesting against social distancing, and people protesting against being inside. In other countries, when your elected leaders, I mean, unless you live in a place where there's a dictator, say, this is what we're going to do, then this is just what you do. And that's what was happening in other countries. They were shutting down completely and listening to what their officials were saying. And that's why they were able to stomp out this virus.
Okay. Yes,
they did.
Absolutely.
Here, like you said, we never completely shut down, and we don't listen. And everybody wants to do what they want to do because everybody wants to be in control or be in charge or this, that, or the other. And that is the reason why. And it's like, it's getting worse again. And now the only saving grace I feel like we had, especially being in the Northeast, the only saving grace I feel like we had with it beginning in March is that June was right around the corner.
Absolutely.
Things were going to warm up. People could be outside and distanced from each other. But now we are going literally back into our cold season up here. So if the numbers are like this now in New York and in New Jersey in November, it's going to be cold until March again.
I don't want to be in the number.
You know,
I don't want to be in the number when the Saints go marching home. Not this time, you know. I don't want him to pull my card.
Hey, me either.
Stay away from me.
Look, me either.
Stay away from me.
But that's what's.
I can't even. I'm not even going to be able to have the bash that I wanted to. You know what I mean?
I think we all wanted to have a bash this year. I wanted.
No, I'm talking about the bash if you take me out, like the funeral. I'm just saying, if you take me out, I'm not going to be able to be celebrated like I want to be celebrated. It's going to be 2 people at the funeral. So stop. Stay home. I want to live.
Right.
So when my end time comes, I want y'all to celebrate me.
Right. That's what I said. We are not even going to be in studio anymore because we will be broadcasting live from home the way we did from the beginning of coronavirus.
It's just all of what you said before initially in the beginning. It's just everything. It is us not paying. Like I said, people literally, they was like, stay home, and they found every reason to go to the grocery store. And then every single time people from ShopRite was like, you were getting it from ShopRite.
Yeah.
From Walmart. People were getting it from Walmart. Stay home. There is but so much toilet tissue you can buy.
Well, I just bought
you got to now.
I just bought 100 rolls.
You got to. First of all, I'm going to Costco as well. This is where I get it from.
You can order it off Amazon.
Scott's?
Yep. The whole cake, sis. I'm gonna get you. Because I got that whole boxes this big full of Yeah.
Is it really Scott's or is it Aunt's?
It ain't Aunt's and it ain't Skits.
All right.
It's Scott's.
All right, then.
It ain't Skits. Shout out to Jason from Beards and Ballheads.
700.
Who is checking in. He is checking in right now. Oh, yeah. So the Real Just was saying that they just extended hours at the gym, and that's about to be gone, too. They're about to shut down everything. Everything is being scaled back at this point. So
it got to be.
Check the comments on my page, too.
Your page.
I think our favorite DJs are commenting
on your page.
Shout out to Miss Kendra Hill all the way over on the other coast over there. Actually, who has a birthday coming up? Happy early birthday, sis.
She a Scorpio too?
Yeah, she's a Scorpio. So happy early birthday to her. But in the meantime, so that's just our coronavirus hot topic for right now.
Sorry, I'm going to your page.
That's fine. But everybody, just please make sure that you're safe. And we're not just talking. We will be practicing the same thing.
Hey, Yusuf. Yes, Sassy. We're in the same room. We're in studio. Jason, shut up. He said 4.0. Mr. 700. Hey. Pierre is in the building.
All right.
P.
Yeah, so again, we're in studio now, but we will be
we will definitely
sure
be
we're safe and broadcasting from home moving
Jason,
forward.
I'll be trying.
So, in the meantime, that's coronavirus.
We cannot wear masks talking on the show. We have masks. DJ Sassy.
Oh, shout out to Sassy.
We cannot wear masks talking on the show. How will you understand me? I'm sorry. How will you understand me? I do have a mask,
Shout out to DJ Sassy. Shout out to DJ KT, The Voice. We miss you guys. We are hoping that the world opens back up and we are able to be together again at some point in time in life. That would be nice. But in the meantime, on to some politics. I don't know where to begin. We were actually here in studio last week. We were watching the election numbers here, and we were reporting live while we were doing our show last week. And I don't know, it was kind of stupid of us.
Oh, P said indoor. Sorry to cut you. Indoor eating is not shut down.
Not as of yet.
I think the bar or something because my brother just
it's the bar.
Yeah.
But we were in studio and anxiously watching the results of last week while we were here. Stupid us, because we didn't get results till Saturday.
Right.
Look,
we thought we was doing the one up.
Yeah, we thought we was getting the one up by being here and reporting live during the show. But again,
reporting live.
Right, but we didn't get results until Saturday. So we do have a president-elect. We do have a president-elect. Joseph Stinkerbutt Biden. And Miss Kamala Harris. The first of everything. First female, first Indian, first Jamaican, first black, first female, first everything.
I'm glad you said
position.
This.
But go ahead.
I am totally, and I'm just going to put that out there. I don't care what she is. I really don't. People are trying to justify she ain't black, she ain't this. Just even if you want to encompass women of color. Woman of color. Right. That's what she is.
Right.
That is what, we still, it doesn't take away from the fact that a woman is vice president.
Yes. One quick note again to coronavirus really quick. Yeah. The Real Just 79 said, let people know to stay away from their cell phone stores. He says he works at Verizon and people are treating their cell phones better than they treat their kids, which I completely understand because people are gathering in cell phone stores to do things for their phones. But I understand that because when you're in the house, what else do you have besides scrolling on your phone and being online all the time for everything? So basically, your phone has become your lifeline.
Has it?
Girl, bye. I get it, but I have not been to a cell phone store, but I completely get why people are going in there. But anyway, go ahead. Back to Kamala Harris.
They going to Amazon for tissue.
Everybody, yeah. Make sure you go to Amazon for the toilet tissue, and they have Scott toilet tissue. You can get 80 rolls, because I already had some, we had a little bit before that. We might have ran out, but you can get 80 rolls in a case. I did it a couple weeks ago when they were doing their Prime special or whatever, so I got it for $47. So it was 80. It's Scott toilet tissue. Huh? Oh yes, but it was a case. It was a case of 80 rolls I got for $47. So everybody go get there and make sure your bum is clean through the through the winter season. But anyway, back to Kamala. You were saying
she is a woman of color, and that is just it.
Yeah.
Can we celebrate that for a moment, that she broke some barriers?
Yeah.
Kind of like I'm happy that she broke the glass ceilings and decided not to put her shoe on a glass slipper, that type of thing. Like, I'm so excited that she just
decided not to put her
shattered the glass ceilings.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't get it? Because normally they want us to put our feet in glass slippers, but we shattered glass ceilings.
Okay.
Like,
I get it.
You get it? Come on, metaphorically, come with me.
Slow. Go ahead.
Be there with me.
Okay. But yeah, so we do have a president-elect, and I think the sentiments of anchors such as Van Jones, I think the sentiments such as there's so many people who said they felt relieved with the outcome, but there's so many other people who I feel like simultaneously, while we felt relieved because the race was so close, it lets us know we knew the way the world is, and we know how people think. But just knowing that you can side with a man. And I'm not talking about the people who are in between, and I'm not talking about the people who didn't vote. That's a different topic. But I'm talking about the people who did vote and did vote for Trump again. But just knowing that after everything, to vote for him again, these are the people we work arm in arm with, and these are the people who are in our families, and these are the people, and their beliefs don't match yours at all. I'm being nice and being politically correct in how I
find it really, really hard. I got into a kind of like not a tiff, but a back and forth with someone who said that they stood for some of the policies that Trump tried to or did implement. So my issue is that one of the things that she said she stood for was the immigration. I said, we're all immigrants. This is not our land. We don't belong. This is, all of us are immigrants. This was so-called, America used to be named the melting pot. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
When I was growing up,
yeah,
it was the melting pot. I get it. Everybody's saying the jobs this, the jobs that. I don't know about you. That doesn't bother me with the job thing because guess what? I don't work those jobs. I don't. And I'm not even trying to be offensive.
Right. No,
but I don't work. I'm not mad because I don't. I'm not trying to demean anybody. But what I'm saying is it really doesn't bother me because I'm not in those jobs.
It's not your job.
It's not my job description or whatever that's being stolen. So I'm not mad.
Okay.
Somebody has to do a job that's servitude. That somebody has to serve us, right? So they you know, wherever they are, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. And some of us, hold up, I'm saying that that's not the job that I need to do, right? Mm-hmm. But there are some people that just won't do that job, even if they had no job.
Right.
So why are we angry or mad? I don't know.
But that's the reason to vote for Trump?
That's what she said. She said that she loved his immigration stance. His stance against immigration and all of that. So I didn't agree because my thing is that his stance was ripping. They have not found so many children that were taken apart from their family. I don't know if you've ever followed it, but there are families that are literally still trying to find kids. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Jeff, for that number because I didn't know that. But 600 and how much? 66?
That's a terrible number.
They haven't been able to find these kids or people.
Yeah.
The parents. So they're misplaced. Not only that, Jeff, I just want to add, they were giving women hysterectomies. Without, yes. Like, and you want me to agree with you.
I did not know
yes, that. There's so many, because you know what we did? And I'm not just saying this, you know, to be offensive to you, but what we did was the immigrant thing happened, everything happened, they were separated, there and whatever, and we kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
Because we have so much other things to worry about. Yeah. But honestly, they were there. Chanel, it's so much to uncover that happened to these people. They weren't feeding them. People are justifying, they were they were in the cold. They were sick.
Oh, well, who is it? Melania Trump said that they were happy to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were so happy to be there.
And
what about her family?
Everybody's an immigrant.
Her family,
like, come on.
I mean, if you hadn't slept with a rich man and you had came to United States, what would your family have done? What would you have
Would
done?
you still be here?
Well, I mean, she pretty much slept her way to the top and, posed nude and everything and sold herself and her body out to get where she is. And I mean, I get it. I ain't knocking nobody's hustle. But the fact of the matter is you cannot comment on another immigrant
people
family
in glass houses
here.
Shouldn't throw stones.
I mean, as a matter of fact, not only Melania, but all of Donald Trump's wives are, you know what, that's too much.
My point is,
like,
the lady I was going back and forth with also said, P said she's a hoe.
That's terrible.
You are a mess. So what I'm saying is, I didn't like his stance on immigration. Okay, fine. The way he was towards this whole corona thing, you called it the Kung flu. Okay. If that's not stereotypical or
racist.
No, it's racist. Okay.
It is completely racist.
P said they all are hoes.
All his wives?
Yeah, they were.
Absolutely.
So the stance on immigration, the stance on all of that stuff, I don't like his stance on anything.
Not a damn
You want to
thing.
cut the
not a damn thing.
our kids from not being on our health plan till 26. You want to cut. It's so many things you just want to. Did you see what he did with the taxes? We couldn't even write off uniforms this year, and I'm a nurse. Like, I'm just saying, no, because that'd be helping me out. Those little side things or whatever that helped a lot of people out.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that he did away with.
Yeah. But again, with the election results, how are you seeing, like, in your communities and the conversations that you're having with your peers? How is everybody feeling? Because I want to ask you first, and then I want to go into Dave Chappelle's opening.
Saw that last night.
SNL, because we were watching. It was beautiful.
Okay.
The man is a genius.
The man is
he is a genius.
Comedic genius.
Dave Chappelle. Anybody that know him? Let me see. Do I know anybody that's his, like, PR reps or? I don't know. I need to meet this man. But, Anyway, go ahead.
Cut energy credits for homeowners. Right, Pierre. There are so many things that he cut that benefited, the middle class people or the working class people, I should say.
Yeah.
There are so many things that he did to cut us, and it's just like, really? Like, no, I'm pissed. So no. Okay. But we're getting back to your question.
Your peers.
My peers.
How do your peers feel about the election results, and how do your peers feel about Biden and Kamala being the president and vice president elect?
So I had to delete some people. Because I saw true colors. No, I literally had to delete some people. I got tired of somebody saying, you're voting for them. First of all, I say it again, and I'll say it last week. As I said last week, Biden apologized for the things that he did when it came to, he said, I got it wrong. The whole policies that they implemented, that did lock up a great deal of people. He apologized for that. I'm not saying it takes anything back. I'm not saying that Pookie and them didn't get, I'm not saying that. But the man did say, we had it wrong. Again, these are lawyers, and they just have a different eyes than us anyway.
Yeah.
Okay?
And Kamala being Attorney General.
I mean, she had to work her way up, and it just certain things just didn't apply to her.
Yeah.
So it just I'm sorry, like Pookie and them got locked up, but it did happen. Okay? It did happen.
And we'd also discussed, Pookie and them also did the crime.
So it,
it wasn't like
if it didn't fit, you had to quit.
Right. It wasn't like they was just randomly locking up innocent people.
That's what people were saying though.
And, they was just taking innocent people off the street and charging them with, I ain't even do it. Like, I don't even.
Yeah.
Oh,
that. Okay. So they said they got it wrong. I've never seen an election where it was just so split, even amongst people that I thought were friends, that were literally, after this man did a disastrous, even if you believed in him before.
I don't think people believed him before. I think it's what we said last week. They just wanted to give him a chance because people were tired of politicians. And there was also white backlash because a black man had been president for the last 8 years. And he was running against a woman, and most people didn't think that a woman could lead the country.
Absolutely.
So there was a number of reasons why Trump got in office in 2016.
So he got in there.
None of them had to do with his policies or his ability to do the job.
Right. And it was not about his ability to do the job, because he can't even pay taxes. But that's another thing. My point is that I noticed that a lot of people had that a lot of people were split. As I watched CNN this week. I mean, we watch it all the time.
24/7. But
I watched it for a couple days, and it's just amazing to me that they don't even know who the Republican Party is anymore. Like they were like, we don't even know what they stand for anymore. We don't know. We have no idea what, they knew before. This is what they implement. This is what they thought. This is what, no one knows anymore.
Their platform.
It's different now.
Yeah.
It's so different.
I don't know what their platform is. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you the differences between the two platforms, whereas in other years
you used to know.
Yeah, it was, well, Democrats feel like this and Republicans feel like this, and this is the platform of this person and this is the platform of that person. I have no idea.
And this is the thing with me. There are some people in this life that Republicans, and I will say this, I'm a Democrat because Democratic things apply to my life.
Right.
Do you understand that?
You're right.
Democratic things apply to my life. It just applies, this party, it just applies to my life. There are some people that literally the Republican Party applies to their life when it comes to money and when it comes to, what elitism.
I get it.
And everything. I get that.
Yeah.
But what I don't get is you standing behind a man that is blatantly racist. And everyone
not is he only racist.
Mm-hmm.
He's racist. He's hateful.
Right.
He's self-centered.
Yes.
He's narcissistic.
Yes.
He's delusional. And he's a habitual liar.
Well, he is
This
not
man
getting
lives-
out the White House. This is going to be the most awkwardest. Actually, let me just tell y'all that I'm getting dressed to go to the inauguration.
Okay.
I'm gonna just let you know.
Okay.
I'm gonna be right there.
I will be home.
Dressed. I will be home dressed.
Oh, okay. I will be home.
I will be home dressed like I'm going to,
Okay.
like I'm
Okay,
there.
you going in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm going in. So
Okay.
just know.
All right.
But
Okay.
what I'm saying is that I'll be in attendance. Please don't call me because I'll be in
'Cause
attendance.
You're not going to hear your
No,
phone.
no, I'm not.
You're not going to be able to hear your phone
No.
with all the noise.
Noise in the
Right.
background.
No, I get
no.
it. I
Okay.
get it.
So no, but my issue is I don't know. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it. Okay.
Are you tired of the divide? Are you tired of finding out people's true colors? Are you tired
of that?
Trump being a clown?
All
Are
of
you
that.
tired
I
of
want to know, like I
what
said,
aspect are you really tired
I'm really tired of everything, but the awkwardness that it's going to be. Like, you won't concede, and that's fine. There's no laws written that you have to do that. So that's fine. You won't pass over whatever. But getting out the what are you going to do January 20th?
Well, by now, a week after the election, Biden had already met with Pence already to start the process of the transition.
Okay.
So in 2016, by this point in 2016, Biden was already meeting with Pence to begin the transition.
Changing of the
phase.
guard.
Right. So it had already begun. There were funds and there's budget and everything that's allocated to the president and the vice president elect that began immediately, which we can't do. And because he won't, because he's acting like a toddler. But this is my thing.
Did you think
Why are we
it?
so surprised?
Who'd have thunk it?
But me.
Yeah.
Because why are we so surprised at who he is and what he does?
So you knew he wasn't going out easy.
We didn't know that these last 4 years that this man was an idiot.
But the thing that they're standing on,
I'm just,
Pierre said January 20 he will be in Russia because he did say if he loses, you won't see him again.
Well, he don't want to go to jail.
Is that why he in the White House?
Yeah, he don't want to go to jail. The man owed too many people. How many people is he protected by the White House security wise? So if he's not the president anymore, does he still have a security
Does Obama?
detail?
I don't know. Good question.
Like, do they still have security detail?
I'm sure.
To a certain degree.
I'm sure.
But the fact of the matter is, it's not like how it is now. So everybody that this man owes,
including the IRS.
come on, man. Like
he said he'll be
to be the president, so he don't go to jail.
Yeah. Well, that's why he's upset. But my point is,
because he got to
do
time.
My point is January 20th. Where is he? Like, what do you say? No, I'm not getting out this room. Like, what do you do?
When is Melania leaving him?
Oh, you waiting on that?
I'm waiting on that. Because, at the end of the
they
day.
They said that she been trying to talk to him to tell him just to concede.
At the end of the day, from a legal standpoint, the man has to leave. Like whether they drag him out, like somebody said they're going to drag him out like the Tyler Perry movie.
Yes,
so
I want to see.
Whether they drag him out kicking and screaming or whatever the case is, he's going to have to go. But my thing is, when Is it going to
Pierre
be?
said he got 2 Secret Service, but 2 Secret Services for how long? For how long?
Is it like the rest of his life?
Yeah, like how long? Like, does Obama still get guarded the way he did as president? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, he does.
He does?
Every time you watch
what about the kids?
them videos of him, there's always people around him. Every time you watch them.
So what do you do? Call?
Him,
like, is it like what does he ever lead a regular life, or like does your life go back to?
No, I don't think.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I don't think it does. I'm not sure, but I don't think it does. But my thing
Pierre
is,
said January 21st. She out.
That's what I'm saying. When is Melania leaving? Because you know what it'll be? It'll be that Melania's staying at the beach house in Monte Carlo, and he will be in Russia, and then eventually it will come out that she filed for no, you can't do a dissolution of marriage, but she filed for divorce
10 years ago?
Yeah. You know
No,
what I
I'm
mean?
kidding.
It will eventually come out, but she's not staying with that man. I don't believe for one bit that she is staying with him.
So someone just texted and said they get Secret Service for 10 years. Thanks, babe. She would know.
She would know.
10 years. Wow.
I can't stand you.
I'm just saying, like, so what do they guard in the firm? Like, do they just step to the side? Like, you know?
Well, with his dumb behind, like, I mean, anyway, I don't know, but the man said he's not leaving. The man, I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised?
I'm surprised that his followers, who are now turning on him, are surprised, because it took you to this point to see who he really is.
Oh, okay.
You understand?
Well, did you see people are now like literally they're quitting?
Yeah, they're turning on him.
They are literally quitting. Like one of the prosecutors or someone is just quitting. They quitting. They out.
But they was doing that since for the first 100 days. You remember them first 100 days with him in office, and people. No,
but I'm saying they jumping ship now. It's because it's somebody I can't remember. I saw it on the news yesterday. He was like, "Was I saying anything like black?" No, don't explain yourself now that he lost again. Don't explain yourself now. I want you out.
Yeah,
like, you know, I was having this conversation. Biden is going to have to clean house. Biden is going to have to, everybody got to go.
No, but they got to go anyway because they were Trump's people. But Biden is already setting up his people. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, on CNN, they were talking to the mayor of Atlanta, Keisha Lance Bottoms, about being the Secretary of State.
Yes.
And then he was like, Wolf was talking to her, and he was saying to her, well, you know, maybe we'll see you. And she
Nancy got to go too.
She was like, I don't know, something, you know, but yeah, he's
what's the lady that didn't know nothing about school?
Betsy DeVos.
She got to go too.
Yeah, no, because she's a part of Trump's.
Davo or something like that.
Davos, yeah. She's a part of Trump's cabinet. So, yeah, she's going. Like, she's...
Good.
Yeah. Biden is putting his cabinet together now, you know? He's putting his cabinet together now.
Well, I don't care what the cabinet going to look, you know. I love that the cabinet going to look.
You are a mess.
Somebody said drain the swamp. That's right. Clear it out.
Listen, before I forget, we were talking about politics, but I did want to go into what we do here on the Owl Show as far as our giving back. And we haven't really been able to do that so much because we always have give back events in person, but we haven't been able to do that with Corona. But I wanted to talk about quickly Sharing Your Journey Media and their Fill-A-Bag drop-off. So Fill-A-Bag is a charity that is a charity where we're filling up bags for people in need and dropping them off. So far, we are also going to start taking in donations. So the donations are of food, of medicine, sanitary napkins for women, face masks, Vaseline, and we're going into those winter months, gloves, socks, anything we are going to be taking and we are going to be donating. So we are going to start our donations in the next week or so, and we are going to be able to donate to, I'm sorry, what? How am I going to do? Okay, we'll come back to that after the show. But we're going to begin.
How are we going to wipe it down? We can wipe it down.
Oh, yeah. We're going to begin making donations to send down to the headquarters to put in the bags. We have a number of pictures that I'm going to put up because this is going to be ongoing throughout the holidays, throughout Thanksgiving, and throughout Christmas. And I am going to put up the how you can donate, where to donate to, and pictures on our show as of next week. But I just want to put the bug in everybody's ear for this week that this is what's going on and this is what we are going to be doing, and hopefully you all will be able to come out and to help. So just please, yes, we're donating for men also, we're donating for women, and we're donating for men. So please make sure that you are a part of it. I will give you drop-off locations and show you pictures to where this is supposed to go to next week. But I didn't want the show to continue to go on without me saying that. So.
Please donate because there are so many people in need.
Especially now.
Especially now.
The food bank that is by my home right now has a line around the block for hours at a time on Saturday mornings because they do it at Ducre Art School. And that line on Saturday morning goes forever. So, if we can definitely be a part of helping.
This is the thing. I would love for just people to give back in general because, whatever you believe in, the universe, God, or Buddha, or whomever has blessed us, to still be here, to still have things. There are certain families that during this pandemic, have not been working, right? And then there are some people that received the unemployment, and the unemployment was cut. So I just generally just want everyone to just please the each one teach one, the give back, the bless somebody else, or however you want to label it or call it, but please give back. Please, there are children in need, there are families in need, there are single parents in need, there are just various people from all walks of life that are in need. So we just ask that you please just donate to anyone in need.
Yeah, and I mean, and you never know someone's situation. We've had of all those 230, 40 semi people that have passed away. You never know if they were the breadwinner.
Absolutely.
You never know what people's situations and circumstances are at home. And so again, with, like you said, with the job loss, with the home loss, with the loss of the person who was supporting you, our income, going down, like it's just a lot.
And I'm absolutely grateful to still be in the number,
to be gainfully
to
employed.
still be gainfully employed, to still be able to care for my family and everything like that. I'm still blessed to be able to do that. But there is someone or some people, and it may be two people in the family that were actually have houses and things like that are evicted. We watch that happen. There is evictions that have happened. There is houses where people have actually were padlocked out. And things on the street, and unfortunately, not enough funding, for people. So just if you can, even in this holiday season, just not let us think about our families, but think about those in need as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, and we will be doing that, and I will give more details. We'll talk about it every week on the show.
Yes.
But I will give more details and show some pictures of what's going on, so you know your stuff is going to a good place.
Little bit of help go
a long way, right?
Yes.
So, and we will definitely be donating to the cause and filling up these bags and dropping them off at shelters and for those in need. So, I just wanted to make sure I threw that in. But anyway, go ahead. Back to politics. Go ahead.
Politics.
Are we still on politics,
no.
or do we want to go to Eva Longoria?
No, her. Let's talk about her. I'm gonna let you, because you know I be saying the most.
So, Miss Eva Longoria was on a program where she was commenting on Kamala Harris's speech, saying black women have been the backbone of, you know, the movement and democracy for a long time. And in Miss Longoria commenting, she said, it's not black women, but it's Latin women. Okay, you know what? So we don't misquote her. Eva Longoria apologizes. Oh, excuse me. Wait, before we get to the apology.
Right.
Before we get to the apology. Let's get to... I want to get to exactly what she said. Anyway, go ahead to your pre-thoughts, B. Oh, okay, wait. Go ahead to your pre-thoughts.
My pre-thoughts? Unacceptable. Like, I'm not going to say that one does more than the other, but I'm just going to say, like, hands down, like, Stacey Abrams did her thing. Like, she took this like on her shoulders. Like, there was a lot of black women that literally, like, flat-footed and firm. They stood. Partially.
What did he say?
She gave
okay.
So you're not the heroine, though. Like, you, because you blame.
So her comment was, Latin women are the real heroines because they came out and voted
more than the men did?
More than the men.
The black men, Jeff?
She just
Oh, okay.
Men. So she was saying that she had to, so basically she had to go back and clean up the comment. Her original comment was, basically the way she said it, and if you guys could watch the video.
Yeah, I did.
The way she said it was, you know, black women are the backbone, but Latin women are the real heroines because they got out and voted in massive numbers, 3-1 in comparison to the men. And that comment was taken as, let me downplay what black women are doing.
That's what I took it as.
So it was, that's how it was taken. It was, black women are the backbone, but Latin women are the real heroines. And a lot of people took that comment as, why are you constantly downplaying? Why is there this unspoken tiff between black women and Latin women, where Latin women have to put down black women, where we have to be second-class citizens to Latin women? Why is there this unspoken tiff? And so a lot of people commented on it. A lot of people said, how dare you? Our girl, Tamika Mallory, wanted to set up a meeting, and not set up a meeting so that she could go at Eva, because, you know, she said, you know, Eva is an ally, and, you know, we need her. We need to work together as a people in order to make change and get things done, which I absolutely agree with. But what we always talk about here on this show is some things in house have to be cleaned up first.
Absolutely.
There is a reason why people are comfortable making certain statements against Black people, and they don't see it as necessarily an ignorant statement, and they don't see it as necessarily a comparison or downplaying it. They see it as it being just normal because that's just how it is. And that is one of the main things we talk about on this show, dispelling these myths of that's just how it is. Those are the things that we need to talk about, and those are the things that we really, 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 these are the kitchen conversations we need to have, I feel like, before we can even get to a bigger agenda. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. What were your thoughts?
What you just said. What you mean?
I mean, you know, what's your thoughts on it?
I just think that don't do it. Just don't. It was unnecessary. Mm-hmm. It was unnecessary. It was, yes, I big up your race, big up what your sisters did, big up women, big up whatever, but you don't have to kind of like, I want to say it in the right way.
She did not have to say, yeah, Black women did, but the real
it's
heroes
the but part
are
for me.
Right. It didn't have to be said like that. She could have said Black women did, and simultaneously Latin women also
did whatever.
It didn't have to be, but Latin women
but
are the real.
She did say those words. She said those terms. The real
heroes
or heroines. She said
heroines. Mm-hmm.
So, really?
Yeah, she didn't have to say it like that. But I honestly, I feel like it's an unconscious ignorance and an unconscious bias that goes on between our two communities.
Is it really unconscious? Is it really unconscious?
I think for a lot of people it is. I think for a lot of people it is.
I think it's very conscious. I don't know why we have this Latin thing, Latino, when it comes to Black. We do have and I love both cultures, I do. But I think we have it's a division. It's a division line. That is, and it's hold up, because there are conversations that we've had with people to where I'm like, wow, you really view us like that. Women, Latina women and Black women, you really, wow, the way you feel. It's not just in politics. It's in everything. It's about our Black men. It's about what we do. It's about us being more or less aggressive, and them with the cleaning and the cooking. We have a lot of lines, or should I say imaginary lines that are crossed when it comes to certain things between Latina women and Black women. There's a lot of division.
But like you said, you don't feel like it's an unconscious
it's very
bias.
conscious.
You think it's okay.
It's very conscious to me.
Okay.
I've known that since I was a kid. It's very conscious. Mm-hmm. It's not unconscious. It's not. You honestly think she said that in a manner in which she didn't know what she was saying? No, she did. No, she did.
She went back and retracted the statement.
Kitchen talk.
And said that now, right? And said now that she looked at the statement again, it does look like she was downplaying Black women, and that's not what she was trying to do.
You are in control of your words, right? You are in control of your words. A lot of people can't stand it because I get into a lot of debates with people when they say certain things, and I'm always like, be careful what you're saying. Are you really saying that? I'll give you an out. I will. I'll give you an out. But the thing with me is I hold on to every single word you say. So there is no way that you literally said, with the platform that you have, and you didn't think no one was going to be offended. You got to be careful.
But what did you call it? What did you say?
What?
You said it's the what? The kitchen conversations?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes those kitchen conversations, they
with coffee,
leak out.
with milk. That's hot.
They leak out. And you say things that, Okay.
That's what it was.
Okay.
That's what it always is. Let's not be fooled here. She said what she meant.
She said what she said.
She said what she meant. I'm just not going to big up. I don't do that. It's kind of like how we teach everybody, like, our pro-blackness does not mean to shade any other race. It's not anti anything. It is, I want to uplift my race, you know what I mean, and be pro-black and, do whatever, but also, embrace or, be like, oh, okay, you celebrate, but I can too.
Yeah.
But to me, her comment wasn't like that.
It's the for me, it's whether it is unconscious or conscious, it is that ongoing Latina black girl shade that we have had for the longest time.
Yeah.
And wasn't it just a few months back? What was the girl? One of them girls from Love and Hip Hop said something against black women. And
that's right.
And she was like, what? She was like, I thought that was normal. I thought that was okay for me to say that. Oh God, I can't even think of the girl's name, but we'll bring it up in next week. But in the meantime, it's ongoing, but it's unspoken of. We never speak about it. And like I said, one of the main things we try to do here on the show is, if you're going to clean house, clean house.
One of the conversations.
Don't clean this corner and don't want to make your house look nice from the outside, but you have not cleaned up everything on the inside.
Do you remember when we had a conversation where we always talk about on our show, someone said we're always bigging up black women, and I think that we are black, right? With some
women,
some mixing cultures in here, but we we do big up women as well.
Yeah.
And I think some people are were offended because we do honor the black woman. We do say black girl magic a lot. Remember they hated that statement, the black girl magic. There's no black girl magic. No, it is sprinkle of spirit dust and rainbow and all that. But anyway, what kills me is that people were angry with that. People said it to us. They said it to us. We want to support the show.
We get a lot of that.
We get a lot of backlash. A lot of that.
So much from men, from people of other cultures.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, y'all don't even know the kinds of conversations that
they were just like getting on us about that, and I'm just like, wait a minute, we big up every woman on the show. We talk about, men. We talk about things, we uplift. We do women's empowerment things. We do a lot of, and we don't say black women's empowerment. We say women's empowerment. We say it all the time. So we do embrace cultures. Yeah. But there, again, you have to understand what eyes we look at the world, the lens we look at the world through. And that is of our upbringing.
My little black eyes, right?
Right. Right. You got to be.
My little black eyes.
Absolutely. Right. So you got to be really, really, you just got to understand where we're coming from. And I think that conversation that we had with some people, like, I just was like, the stereotypical things that they think about us. The stereotypical things that's never been addressed. We got to bridge that. I want to have.
But this is what I'm talking about.
I want to have Latina women and black women on a panel.
We had a show like this before.
Yeah.
But it was from the perspective of men.
Yes.
It was from a male's perspective of black men and Latina women. Mm-hmm. But we never talked about the relationship between Latina women and black women. We never talked about that relationship.
I want to be able to do that. Because honestly, a lot of times when I look at, when I look at them, I see us and they don't see us. It's just funny. Culturally or just aesthetically, they don't see us, but you look like us. You do. and you are deemed no.
I am not saying
Let's talk about
anything.
history, Chanel.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's talk about history.
Yeah, go ahead.
We just on a different boat. That's it.
Yeah, you just got stopped. You dropped off first.
Dropped off first.
That's all that was.
You learned a different language. That is it.
You got dropped off first.
So.
But no, I
think we need to do that. We need to bridge some gaps. That's one of the shows I want to have.
You want to do that in the new year, or you?
No, this year. It's November. Why not?
So you just okay? Like, oh, okay.
I want to have a conversation. I want to have a real conversation.
Okay.
I want to have a real conversation. I want us to talk about all of the unspoken things we do not talk about in our communities separately, and together. I want to bridge some gaps between, and I think that there's a conversation piece that needs to be had, and why not be able to do that? Even from home, we can do that. We can set that up.
Yeah, and just have some people come in on Zoom.
Yeah.
Zoom.
Yes.
Okay. Listen. Again, yeah, her statement, while not shocked,
insensitive,
while not shocked by it at all, it is still that underlying comparison and downplaying that has to stop. If we are to a point now where America is so woke about every single thing that's been going on, it's like some people are finally acknowledging that racism exists, which is hilarious to me. But you're finally acknowledging that racism exists and sexism exists, and you're finally acknowledging all the different things that go on in corporate world. You're finally acknowledging harassment. You're finally acknowledging, all of these different things. So let's acknowledge the things that we need to clean house to, not just the bigger issues, but those issues that lead to the bigger issues. You know what I mean? Because there's always something behind, those larger things that everyone sees.
I just want to know what you're taught as a child. And don't get me wrong, we pretty much know the conversation, I'm sure. But I want to know what you're taught. I want to know, the differences, in between us, what we're taught, what they're taught, what their view is growing up about black women and black families and this, that, and the other. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about everything we secretly just don't talk about. Hey, girl, from the other side of the coffee table. I want to talk about it.
All right, well, we're going to set that up. All right, I want to take the last 15 minutes of the show. So, everybody, we started out with coronavirus. We went into politics, and we got into Eva Longoria's statement because we were doing hot topics today. So, if you're just tuning in, it's the Owl Show right here on BKS1 Radio, and we were going through hot topics right here with the both of us in studio. But I wanted to take these last 15 minutes of our show to talk about mental health and just, your mental and emotional state at this time.
Absolutely.
With everything going on, and you had started talking about relationships and everything at the beginning of the show, and I want to take this time to get into that right now. It's funny, not funny, but when coronavirus started, you started seeing all these commercials on social media where people were really asking the question, how are you doing? And genuinely asking, how are you doing? And I want to know, is that a thing of the past? Is everybody just so over it that you just don't care how anyone else is doing anymore? Where it's like, where are we with that as far as trying to hold it all together amidst all of the things that have been going on?
I think there are some people that actually thinks there are some hopeless people out there. I think there are some people that they have no hope that it's going to get better. There are certain people that are like, this is what it is. This is how life is. And some people have fell into a sunken place and are depressed. Some people are still looking at the brighter side of things. Some people stop checking on people. They have. It's like, get over it. It is what it is. Whatever. It's 6 months in, 7 months in, whatever, 8 months in. And you should be okay right now. And some people are not. This is sensitive for me because it's just sensitive for me. I just know of one of the persons in my life that would still be here if we still had the connection, as far as for work and as far as whatever place the person was in. I know that if we were at work, we could have pulled them out of it. Like I know that it would have been beneficial for us to be at work for that person. So that haunts me all the time when I think about 2020 and the losses of people that actually, get depressed and no one's noticing it. And you're not noticing the big change, or the people that you think are so good, behind closed doors. They're suffering. Yeah, they're suffering, and they needed this. They needed the daily work, going to work every day. And don't get me wrong, some days for me, I'll just be transparent. Some days for me, I miss work. I miss work some days.
You miss the routine.
Yeah. Waking and this, I can't get adjusted to this routine. Yeah. I can't. It gets to a point where that's why I have to take mental days, because I'm like, I cannot see myself just rolling out of bed, I can't do it. And I've become this person that don't want to leave the house. Mm-hmm. I really don't. Like, if I don't have a reason to leave, I literally can be in the house 3-4 days and not go out.
Yeah, that's me most of
I have to force myself. And I was never like that before. And I'm hoping that when we do go back into the world and the world does come back, because eventually it will, and it does, that I'm not like a homebody to a point where I'm just like, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I don't want to go. I don't want to be there. I don't want to go out,
Yeah.
Because I've literally, for these months, I've become accustomed to just not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
not pressed.
And my thing is, it seems like one of two things are going to happen during this time period: relationships forge together, or relationships break down.
Right.
Right. Because you're in the same house with people, you're in the same space with people, you're in the same rooms with people, and you are literally, even if they are even if you're both going to work, you are literally around people more than you ever would have been at any other time period. Yeah. Because in days past, when people were on the go, and even if you weren't on the go, people found other things to do, and people still hung out with friends, and people still had activities, and people still had places to do, where people were just not up under each other all the time. So it's like one of two things is going to happen: people are going to forge together, or people are going to separate. But just having to deal with your own mental state of processing everything that is going on, it's almost like and although I know here, we're here in New Jersey, and although I know we've had a nice weekend, so we were able to get out and do a bunch of different things, even me, who prides myself on remaining an optimist, started looking ahead in the weather, because I was trying to see if it was going to rain on this day or do something on that day, and looking at the weather and seeing days that it was going to be cold, and started thinking, damn, I got to go back into that mode where we had to hunker down, the beginning of the pandemic, and what that felt like, what it looked like, what I had to do. Yeah, there's going to be days, weeks I didn't leave the house. I had bought a new car that I didn't even drive. It's set in the driveway. I'm like, does it work? I don't even know. Besides driving it home, I didn't go any place.
One of my cars set too, for a long time.
It just set. You know what I mean? So, but winter is coming.
Yeah.
No pun intended to those people that watch Game of Thrones like I did, but winter is coming, and we're going back to it. Yes. And we're going to be back to it longer. We're going to be in it longer than we were before.
See, I'm a homebody, and thank God for a fireplace. I'm a homebody in the winter anyway. I don't like driving to work, and thank God I actually worked from home twice a week anyway.
Yeah.
But the twice a week working from home, Whenever there was a snowstorm or something like that, I did not have to go in the office.
Yeah.
I would actually just tell them I'm not going in. Sometimes
I
would work from home days. Some days it would be like, look, I'm not, you know.
Yeah.
And I kind of live farther out now, so I definitely am not taking a chance. You know how scary I am in whatever, and driving, and just the weather being bad in general, and that, it's dark and I can't see. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, I feel you. I'm okay with this. Should be the time that we stay in because it's colder, it's darker earlier. This should be the time where we reset. Yeah. So I don't think there should be an issue. Yes, March, it was like spring or whatever, and then everybody wanted to be out for the summer. But this should be the time where we actually reset. Anyway. We should be able to reset. But everything.
You know what I think it is? I think under normal circumstances, everybody would be okay. But the fact that you're not going to have the option.
I don't care about the option. I didn't have an option when I was a kid. My mother said, stay in. You know,
I think
we stayed in.
I think it's the fact that people are not going to have an option, not necessarily that they want to do so much, but just that they can't.
Okay.
So now you're not. With everything that's going to be shutting back down, you know, we talked about gyms and cell phone stores and bars and restaurants and this, that, or the other. We talked about all of those things.
Takeout is still real.
Are going to be closing down. So it's like you're not even going to have that option anymore, no matter if you wanted to do it or not. And I feel like people are going to
take my option. I just want the health part.
You know what?
Take my option. I just want to be healthy. I want to go into a world without having to wear a mask. If you don't want to wear the mask, it's just crazy that you're taking our right. You're telling us not to wear a mask. But I want to go into a world where I can see your face and you can see mine. You can't even see my smile.
Oh my God.
You can't. No. You know, you ever greet somebody, you be like, good morning, and you normally give them a smile in the morning?
Now they can't see it.
No, they can't see it.
You're going to have to get one of them clear ones.
Like, do you want me to blink with my eyes in order to smile with my eyes? Like,
smize.
Come on, Chanel.
You better learn to smize. Go back and take a thyroid course.
No.
Go back and take a thyroid course.
All I'm saying is that I want to be in a world where there's no mask.
Yeah, eventually.
In order to do that, what do we need to do?
You got to wear
abide by the rules.
Yeah, you got to wear the mask. Again, you know, it's just as important now as it has been this entire time to please make sure that you are checking on people, to please make sure that you are finding ways to maintain your own mental health, because that is important.
Very important.
Just because we're learning how to deal with it doesn't mean that everybody's okay. It doesn't mean that everybody's okay. And we have a long winter ahead of us. It's only November. We got to go from December all the way back around to March. To March, you know, all over again. And you know, it's the holiday season. Holiday season is a depressing time for most people anyway. How much more is that going to be with the massive loss from this year?
Absolutely.
You know, we used to talk about that all the time, how the holiday season, make sure you're talking to a therapist. It's the holiday season, make sure you're getting in front of what you know is coming. But with the way this year has been, how many people that maybe didn't suffer before are going to be suffering this particular year? You know what I mean?
Just don't go to my mother's house is all I'm saying. I don't want to have to go off.
What you mean?
I just stay away from her.
Oh yeah.
I don't need that.
You girl, wow.
She don't need that, please.
Now, listen.
Our mothers, no.
Yeah. My mom, you know, it's my mother's, you know, it's our mother's birthdays this weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, Mom, which one do you get for your birthday? I don't want nobody here. I don't want nobody here.
Yeah.
That's all she said.
I'm not mad at her.
I don't want nobody here.
I'm going to just drop my gift off at the
door and keep it rocking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking today, like, what, because I want to do the drop off.
And keep it rocking.
Keep it rocking.
Yeah.
To my mom and to, you know, her. But I was like thinking,
but, you know, send a call, send a text message. Please still continue to check on people. We're still going through the same problems we had before, minus the outlets we had before.
Absolutely.
Or minus the finances to mask whatever it is from before. So I think it's important that you still check on people, and I think it's important that you still talk to people. And a lot of times in talking to other people, it's therapy for you too.
Absolutely.
So I think it's imperative that we continue to do that. And because, like I said, this is the beginning of the holiday season, and that's not a happy time for all. If you can find ways to get in front of it and talk to a therapist or somebody now, I believe it's important to do so.
Right.
And throughout the entire season and moving forward, But in the meantime, we are coming to the end of our show. And we did a bunch of hot topics tonight.
Yes.
And, like we said, for safety measures, we may be broadcasting back from our homes. Although it is great being in studio.
Oh, and I missed it.
I love our backdrop.
Yes.
Can we get this at home? No? I want this at home.
Jess is like, no.
No. Norm, can we get this at home? Thank you. I would like to have this behind me.
Yeah.
In my home office. This would be nice.
It's cool.
Right here. But again, in the meantime, we love you guys for watching.
We love you guys for tuning in. Thank you for everybody in the conversation today.
Yes.
We totally appreciate you. We will continue to bring you content and all of that good stuff. We have some great upcoming shows that I would love to do. So we're going to talk behind the scenes about that.
Yes.
And
yeah.
Thanksgiving's coming.
Thanksgiving's coming.
Yeah.
So I gotta cook. I love it. So I gotta cook. But
good
in the
for you.
You silly.
No.
In the meantime, like we said, being here on a weekly basis is a blessing. And we definitely recognize that because there's so many people that are not making it.
Yes.
So much that's happening, so much that's going on. And just grateful to still be here.
This is our piece of normal, right?
Yes.
It's our piece
That's
of
how I
normal.
look at it.
Yeah.
So, in the meantime, we love you guys for watching. Love you guys for listening. And hopefully we will be here same time, same place next week, different topic. And hopefully you will be here too.
Yes.
In the meantime,
Love you guys.
we love you guys. See you soon.
Thank you.